sound very familiar? Do you have a friend who seems to amazingly always know when to start a new project, when to hold your horses a bit, and you're insanely curious about how he does it? And if you ask him, he'll say, intuition. You may have even had a feeling that wasn't right with the launch of the last project, but you chose to ignore it only to later realize how right that feeling was, and it should have been given the attention it deserved. You're probably like most people. You think you can only rely on your intuition for small things, choosing a parking lot, for example, but not for big decisions, and certainly not for business decisions. But what if you're wrong? Everyone has intuition, but whether to use it or not is entirely your choice. But what if by not using your intuition, you are not using all the tools available to you? Albert Einstein had this to say about intuition: the intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that respects the servant but forgets the gift received. Perhaps it's time to look at the forgotten gift and see that it can be used to achieve business success. Why is intuition so powerful? You may have heard more than once that intuition is a sixth sense, a gut feeling, innate wisdom, inner sight, inner voice, a flash of understanding, a moment of realization. I have been in tune with my intuition my entire life. This built-in radar saved me from engaging in rebellion, from giving up a job that has given me so much in life, and from starting my own travel company. My insights come in different ways, as an uncomfortable feeling, a sense that something is going wrong, or as an idea that just needs to be realized. If I don't follow my intuition, I often slap myself on the forehead in my heart and exclaim, I knew it. Go beyond. Although many people may confuse intuition with moodiness, there is now a growing body of scientific evidence that intuition is not a simple feeling. Science shows that intuition is the result of our brains assembling information and experiences from different and less obvious ideas. Barry Gordon's book Smart Memory reveals the connection between decision-making and intuition. From birth, our brain sorts information and experience into a complex system. When it receives new data, it searches for similar files in itself. Once a match is found, the new information is combined with existing information to create a new idea or thought. We can liken this to a conveyor belt of thoughts. You know how we are always getting thoughts in a stream. For example, you've been drinking coffee at Starbucks while reading about a new marketing strategy and thinking about how to apply it to your business. Your head is full of thoughts and scenarios, but nothing outstanding comes to mind. Then you absently listen to the conversation at the table next to you. You hear something that completely grabs your attention. Your brain starts searching for matches. It happens instantly. You don't even know it's happening. This new information combines with existing information in your brain to form a new pattern. You have an epiphany or intuitive decision, and suddenly you realize exactly how to apply the new marketing strategy to your company. That's how something new is born. Neuroscientists have discovered that skills and abilities depend on the left or right side of the brain, and intuition is a function of both halves. And wouldn't you be more effective if you used your whole brain, not just part of it? Your intuition is available to you 24/7. You just have to tune in. But if intuition comes spontaneously, how can you use it exactly when you need to? Tune into this forgotten gift. One of the key components of using your intuition is developing trust. If you don't trust your intuition, you're probably not using it. Just like other parts of your body, your intuition is the same muscle. In order for it to get stronger, you must develop it. Let's explore 6 key ways you can learn to trust your intuition. Know how your intuition speaks to you. With every person, intuition speaks differently. Some people feel a sixth sense, others see an inner picture, in others it's a recurring thought, idea, or even a dream. Start by paying attention to how your intuition speaks to you. It's best to start with your own past. Try to remember missed opportunities when you thought you should do something but didn't. Do you remember where you were and how you felt when you suddenly felt that inner feeling? Be open to such signals now as well. Deny logic for a while. Just realize yourself. Can you think of a time when you suddenly discovered a major failure of some service or offering of yours? You probably tried desperately to fix it, but the more you tried, the more things got confused. And the more confused things got, the more stressed, angry and frustrated you felt. Sometimes it's best to take a step to the side and remove yourself from the emotions of a situation. Emotions come from thoughts, and thoughts entail judgment. Watch and listen. Don't judge. Don't analyze. Don't try to understand. Just quietly observe what is happening. As you do so, your brain combines the information, putting the pieces together to form a new perspective. Just give your brain enough space to make the connections on its own. Change your focus and see what happens. People often get stuck because they can't see the forest for the trees. Maybe you're like me. When I first started my business, I did everything I was taught to do to build up a client base, but I was just getting empty registrations and didn't know what to do. My intuition was telling me that I should take a step back, become an outsider. I asked myself what I wasn't seeing and decided to just wait. To prod the process, I started working on another case. A couple days later, I realized what I needed to do. And once I implemented this method, my client base started to grow. Let the problem go for a while and see what happens. Don't dismiss any new insight, thought or idea. These are all intuitive gifts you are looking for. Be direct in your intentions. If you are starting something new, make sure you have a clear intention. Your intention will be the filter through which you watch the creation process unfold. If you have a clear vision of the idea and what your company should do, how it should be presented to the world, every decision will reflect that clarity of yours. So your intention stands on solid ground, which helps customize the search engine. When you are faced with a choice or dilemma, your intuition will make decisions on that vision, and that's what you can trust. Know your values consciously or unconsciously. Your choices will be driven by your values. As with intentions, knowing your values will guide you day to day in business relationships and will be the basis of your decisions. If you are confident in your values, your intuition will take that into account as well. Be crystal clear about your intentions and values. Then you can always trust your intuition to rely on solid foundations. For example, if you have a choice between two courses of action and both seem flawed to you, it's likely that neither option is in alignment with your intentions and goals. You should probably find another option. Be ready to take action. It's one thing to realize a flash of intuition, and quite another to take action. This last step requires both trust and determination. Insight can tell you that you're heading in the wrong direction and may better consider and change direction. So it can entail a bunch of fears and thoughts. In that case, you will need a lot of trust and determination. The action will mean starting to move in a different direction. But the choice is yours. Stay where you are or go into the unknown. Turn intuition into action. When you master the 6 methods listed here, you will end up with a solid foundation of clearly defined values and intentions. On this foundation, it will be easy to begin to trust your intuitive abilities. Every time you listen to your intuition and things turn out well, you will trust yourself more and more. An intuitive mind can give you a huge advantage in business and life when you learn to trust it all the time. Now back to you. Have you ever had a time when you wish you had turned to intuition in your business? Or a case where your 6th sense saved you from making a terrible mistake?